Yeah,
The convention
I get it. We're on a private cul-de-sac. I've never put up political signs just because I've never been there.
They just had
Her and I work politically. Ended up getting married without.
This is just agreement. I have no idea.
Oh, neither one of us seen it coming.
I had one guy tell me, he said, Shane, I've never put up political signs for him.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I certainly will. Thank you. Everybody bow their heads. Lord, we thank you very much for the opportunity to meet here to do the people's business. Lord, as these people meet together, the council, the mayor, and the people here, the servants who work in your honor, Lord, let them come together. Let them realize the greater good, which is based on what you want, Lord. Let them work together to solve the problems. Let them find the things that they need to keep this village going in a healthy direction. And we ask all these things in the name of your loving Son, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Scott?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
Stan?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Rob?
Okay, any discussion, or need a discussion approval of minutes?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
Okay,
I'll second.
Joyce?
Yeah.
Bill?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Stan?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
okay, discussion approval of financial report?
So she says that February's not yet reconciled because of, it's only got the payment listings for, last month we spent $52,537.83 total. Plus if we got bills of light, door closed and all that stuff, all we paid for, so.
Okay, any questions on it? If not, we'll make a motion to financial report.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Bill?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Joyce? Stan?
Yes.
Okay, special guest, John, on board. Gonna come up and,
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mayor and Council and public. My name is John DeVoli. I'm the Director of the North Central Ohio Regional Council of Governments based out of Tiffin, Ohio. And I'm joined tonight by Lieutenant Russell, who's with the Tiffin PD. I'll just sum up the reason I'm here tonight is the county and the city of Tiffin, Seneca County and the city of Tiffin, have been working on an IT project, information technology project, for quite some time. We've been the facilitators for different grants in different parts of it. We've done studies back in 2012, 2013 about combining and joining the IT with the city and the county. And that's been going very well. We kind of put it on hold for a little bit because of the fact the Joint Justice Center was progressing and they're working on that. And some of that information technology would be possibly inside the Joint Justice Center and that. So we had kind of put everything on hold for a little while. Just recently, though, there was a local government innovation fund, which we worked with a lot with those folks down in Columbus. There was a new grant that came out, not a loan, but an actual straight grant that you can apply for. I think it's up to $500,000 if you have a joint project. And it's supposed to be for safety, and have emphasis on building safety and have better safety forces and enhance public safety. Well, we've been working with Lieutenant Russell here on some of our IT issues and challenges, I should say. And it came to our attention that there's different things that we can do within the county, within the city, and within the county as general, all the villages. Every village meeting in the next 2 weeks, I'll be going to all 6 villages in Seneca County. And basically, in a nutshell, it's a IT safety grant that we're going to apply for. We need your help because of the fact that the more entities that we have that join the application, the better it is for the application. And so on behalf of the county and the city of Tiffin and the Regional Council of Governments, we implore that you help us. But at the same time, you do get some advantage out of this. Number one, to have a safer overall county system joined up with the city of Tiffin. Plus, part of the grant has computer equipment that's going to be designated for each village, 6 set of computer equipment for each village to enhance, I always say this wrong, enhance their police and safety forces as far as the technology goes. So you actually get, and that's about $4,000 or $5,000 worth of stuff, somewhere in that park, around that range, because the equipment, you know how computers go per village, that's per village, because equipment goes up and down in price and cost. After I'm done talking here, Lieutenant Russell's described the overall project. I just gave you a nutshell of the history of it. The history, I can talk for, as some people know me, I can talk for 3 or 4 hours easily. I won't do that to you. But what we need tonight is for you to take a look at that. We've passed it through Derek Devine, the county prosecutor, also worked with Brent Howard, the law director for the city of Tiffin, and of course we sent it to your city solicitor and have them take a look at it. It's pretty simple. It won't cost the village of Bensville any money at all. We do all the paperwork and legwork on it, and not only help the county, but you get some advantage out of it as well. With that said, I'll let Lieutenant Russell, he's much smarter than I am in this technology stuff, so I'll let him talk a little bit and then I'll finish it up.
You just said that because I have a gun.
Yeah. Just saw it on the door, I told you.
Just real quick, I mean, I could go over the entire, it's a fiber project for the entire county and the city. It's gonna link both of us together on a single wireless and fiber project. What this is gonna do is, how it's gonna help you. This is the key thing for each one of the villages. How does it help you? Why should you be part of this? Currently, your police department, Chief Bell, has a records management system called ProPhoenix. That's what Tiffin runs. We've ran it for the last 8 or 9 years. And we host it for not only Tiffin, but also for the sheriff's department and every outlying village. That allows law enforcement in Seneca County right now to share information. If somebody gets stopped in Bettsville, I can look it up in our records management system and see it. If Chief Bell or one of the officers here stops somebody, they can look up if they've ever been stopped or they've had any contact anywhere in Seneca County. That resource alone is immeasurable to law enforcement, to have that information, to have that shared information immediately. The other thing that this does is it provides a backup to this records management system. Currently, we do have backups, but it's not the backups that I'd like. I'd like my backups stored out of county. The ESC is going to facilitate that for us, where we're going to be able to store those off-site. So if something major happens to the city and we lose everything, we've got all those records backed up. You're not going to lose your police department records, and for public records, that's very, very important. Is there any questions about this overall project on how Bettsville is going to benefit from this?
Pretty much.
It's a win-win situation.
Right.
We can't lose. We have no money invested, but we got the good part of it.
Well, I think we got it modernized, we just gotta do that, start moving forward, I mean, we know that we're.
Well, and the key thing with these laptops or whatever, this was Sheriff Eccleberry's. He supplied the computers initially off a grant, and when we started talking about this, Sheriff Eccleberry says, listen, not only is my deputy's computers, but also all the village computers that I issued 4 years ago, they need maintenance. He goes, where are we gonna get that money from? If this is a true safety grant, each one of the villages and all my officers are gonna get new laptops. We have no problem with that. I mean, that's something that needs to happen. So Sheriff Eccleberry is the one that really pushed that.
He's a very big advocate for all the villages. you know Sheriff Eckler, you know, tell him thanks, or you say hey to him, tell him thanks.
Any questions, concerns?
No, I don't think so. I do know that they need this passed tonight, and we wanna go ahead and if you guys got any questions or anything, is that we have a resolution that we're gonna pass tonight, so that they can, so John can take it back with him, and also a memorandum of understanding.
I have copies here of, I have 3 original copies of the memorandum of understanding, and usually we don't like, whoever signs it first is always good because then everyone else sees a name on it and it's easier for them to sign it, but you're the very first meeting I'm going to. If you do, and I hope you do, pass the resolution tonight, suspend the rules and pass it with 1 reading, then it authorizes, basically what the resolution does, it authorizes your mayor to sign the MOU, and he'll be joined with, it's kind of cool, it'll be all the mayors in all the villages, all 6 villages, and also the mayor of Tiffin, and then Seneca County commissioners as well. So it's kind of a cool document in that regard, because it's all the, you know, all the mayors in the whole Seneca County, which is a wonderful thing. But that's basically what you're doing, that you're authorizing the mayor to sign it. This is not a guarantee we'll get the grant. I can never promise anyway. I've done a lot of grants in my previous job in government over in Fostoria, worked on a lot of grants. Now, at my job here for the last 4 years, we've worked on a lot of grants. We've gotten a lot of grants. We've been very successful. And not because of me, because we have a fantastic team at the ESC, North Central Ohio Educational Service Center. Dr. Jim Lahosky is our superintendent. He's my boss. And that group there with our fiscal people we have there, my assistants that I have in the grant writing capacity are fantastic. And I'm the guy who runs around and gets all the paper. I do the paper chase, and that's part of my job, and I really enjoy it, you know, coming here and seeing everybody too. But that's all I have. I have 2 other things for miscellaneous business at the end of the meeting, just fun things that we're doing there at the ESC or at the NCOR COG, and I'll wait till the end so there's no confusion on that as well. But if they pass it tonight, Mayor, don't be going anywhere, so I need some signatures from you if they pass, okay?
Yeah, well, no, we'll do that right now.
Okay, thank you kindly.
So it's gonna be resolution number 2016-08, resolution of support approving and authorizing the village of Betsville to participate in an application for the local government safety capital grant program through the state of Ohio. Whereas the village council of Betsville, Seneca County, Ohio, has expressed an interest in collaboratively partnering with other Ohio municipalities in order to participate as an applicant for a local government safety capital grant program through the state of Ohio. Whereas the village council of Betsville believes that it is in the best interest to join the application for the safety grant. Now therefore be it resolved by the village council of Betsville, Seneca County, Ohio, that section 1, it is in the best interest of the village council of Betsville for it to authorize and approve the village of Betsville to join the application for the safety grant. Section 2, the village council of Betsville hereby authorizes and approves to join the application for the safety grant and hereby agrees that North Central Ohio Regional Council of Governments will provide the resources necessary to join the safety grant. Section 3, the village council of Betsville hereby authorizes and approves the mayor of the village to join the safety grant as a collaborative partner and to an applicant by executing and entering into that certain memorandum of understanding between the partners substantially in the form as attached to this resolution. Section 4, this council finds and determines that all formal actions of this council and any of its committees concerning and relating to the adoption of this resolution, and that all deliberations of this council or any of its committees that resulted in those formal actions occurred in meetings open to the public in compliance with the laws of the state. We need a,
I need a motion to suspend the
I'll make a motion
rules.
to suspend the rules.
Second.
I'll second.
Scott,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
I need a motion to declare an emergency.
I'll make a motion to declare an emergency.
I'll second it.
Steve,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
I need a motion to adopt as presented by.
I will.
I'll second it.
Joyce,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
Are we supposed to have a copy of that? I do. No one has a copy?
John. We'll see that you get a copy. And just a memorandum of understanding, this memorandum of understanding is entered in March 2016 by and among North Central Ohio Regional Council of Governments, and Ohio Non-for-Profit Corporation, the County Seneca and Ohio County, the City of Tiffin, a municipal corporation, City of Tiffin, the Village of Attica, the Village of Betsville, the Village of Bloomville, the Village of Green Springs, the Village of New Riggle, the Village of Republic. In this memorandum of understanding, the term party is used to refer to each party individually, and the term parties is used to refer to them collectively. Whereas in March 2016, each party adopted, approved, and authorized a resolution showing support to become an applicant to an application for a grant through the safety grant, with the NORCOG being the project contact. Whereas the parties have had the opportunity to discuss their roles as applicants for the safety grant funding, and whereas the parties have determined that they desire to enter into this memorandum of understanding. The safety grant will be allocated to facilitate a comprehensive county, city, villages, IT connectivity project, to enhance public safety. The parties agree to participate in the safety grant. The parties agree to cooperate in data collection and development of operational protocols necessary for implementation of the safety grant. It is agreed that NORCOG shall bear the costs associated with the safety grant application, take responsibility for administering the grant award, and will coordinate all information between the parties. NORCOG, as the project contact, shall coordinate and facilitate data collection, drafting of grant application, and submission to the Ohio Department of Development. The parties agree to commit staff resources necessary to data collection. They agree to consider modifications to operational protocols related to the functions and plans for the safety grant. That the safety grant request is $500,000, with Seneca County and the City of Tiffin are each requesting $100,000, with the remainder of the request evenly divided among the other parties to facilitate overall IT project. That the cash match for the safety grant shall come solely from Seneca County and the City of Tiffin. This cash match shall consist of funds allocated by Seneca County and the City of Tiffin for the reimbursement of a $500,000 LGIF IT loan. The breakdown of this loan repayment is 75% from Seneca County, not to exceed $375,000, and 25% from the City of Tiffin, not to exceed $125,000. The other parties, the villages, shall bear no burden of cash match. That this memorandum of understanding contains the entire understanding of the parties with respect to the subjects contained herein, and there are no representations, promises, warranties, covenants, agreements, or undertakings other than those expressly set forth or provided for in this memorandum of understanding. It's been understood that this memorandum of understanding supersedes all prior agreements and understandings between the parties. Shall any provision or provisions of this memorandum of understanding are determined to be unlawful or unenforceable by any arbitrator, any court, or any agency having competent jurisdiction, said provision or provisions shall be null and void, the remaining provisions thereof remaining in full force and effect. The parties hereby warrant and represent to each other that they understand and agree to each and every term hereof, and that they enter into the memorandum of understanding of their own free will without duress or concurrence. That the parties have had a full opportunity to discuss the matters contained in this memorandum of understanding but they do not intend to create any precedent on whether the parties were obligated to discuss these matters or to discuss these matters anymore than they already had. And they do not intend to create any new mandatory subjects of bargaining. That it is agreed that this memorandum of understanding is made on a non-percentage basis and shall not be utilized by any party hereto in connection with any matter or proceedings among the parties, except with respect to the matter of enforcing and or interpreting its express terms. In the witness thereof, the parties have executed copies of the memorandum of understanding, each of which constitutes an original, but each of which, when taken together, will constitute the same document. So it's got everybody, got Norcross, Seneca County Commissioners, Holly Stacy, Bettsville Mayor Gary Harrison, Green Springs Adam Greenslade, Republic Bruce Lambert, City of Tiffin Aaron Muntz, Attica Brian Schott, Bloomville Robert George, New Rico Larry Bonner.
Mayor, there was one slight correction on that. I talked with the mayor of Republic today, and I had the wrong name down. But I do have 3 clean copies for you here with the new mayor,
Okay.
newer mayor, I should say, Mr. Larrick, I believe is how you say his last name. And that was the only thing that was changed in here. And the one thing that has to be changed, I just saw there too, is I have the 9th, they're supposed to be the 1st. If I can change that, it's just a typo.
At least it doesn't say Green Springs for it. That's my fault, Pop.
No.
I would, I'd make a motion and on this as well, because it is a memorandum of
Okay,
understanding.
we have to make a motion on accepting this memorandum of understanding.
I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll second.
Scott,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
There should be 3 of them, Mayor.
I can get.
Mr. Palou, what I'll do too is once I get all the signatures on all of them, I'll email both you and the mayor. I'll scan it in color and then send you the actual ones, and we'll have the originals on file in our office. You'll have, once I get all the signatures, we'll send you the whole entire completed document then. That's the only hard part about doing all these things, they're not at the same time.
It is off, seriously.
Okay. Is that all you got then, now, Tom?
I didn't want to confuse it, just, I got a really quick thing, so you got a full house here tonight, so I don't want to be too. This is actually a fun thing or a good thing. The person who's in charge of this is Matt Peters from the state. He's the Assistant Director of Ohio Development and Service Agencies. And oddly enough, he's going to make some decisions on these grants and different things. He's going to be in our building 3 days before we actually put this application in at our annual meeting that we have. It's a free breakfast. Let me say it again, it's a free breakfast. We have sponsors for it, and there's free bacon involved, so that's always good news. We encourage all of you to be there, all council members, if you can take the time off and be there. I know a lot of you work or have jobs. I'll pass these around. I think there's
I think
more
I
than
made
here.
copies for everybody.
Oh, you do have copies over here too? All you have to do is call Kelly Homan or email her, and then that's my assistant there. And what's really nice about it is why we request you to be there for 2 reasons. If you could come, Mayor, it'd be fantastic. It'd be kind of cool to get all the 6 mayors in one room there, 6 village mayors, and also talk to your chief of police, because It can't hurt to have him meet and talk to Matt Peters and just shake hands and talk a little bit. It's always good to get when somebody from the state who's of that authority comes up in this area to meet them. It's a very short meeting, like 5 minutes short. There's breakfast, there's a very short meeting, and then he gives a presentation on all kinds of different grants and opportunities that the state has, including this safety grant he's gonna talk about. And then he'll take some questions from the audience, and then he leaves. I mean, so it's not a real long morning, but like I said, because of our sponsors, it's a very nice, Airmark, who does the Heidelberg House, Airmark, if I'm saying that right?
Yeah.
They're providing, they're gonna do the whole thing for us, and it's gonna be fantastic. Folks from the media that are here, please, I'll leave a couple extras up here. We'd like to have the media there to cover the event, and I'll set them down right underneath the podium here, if that's okay. Any questions about that at all? Yes?
Do you anticipate any public interaction with this system if it goes through, or is this strictly for law enforcement and safety officials to use?
Oh, the IT system?
Yeah.
Strictly for, it's all encrypted and all for law enforcement and for the commissioners and the mayor and council members, and as it goes out, it'll be a government, it's a governmental type of IT connective system. Originally, when it first came out, and you might be remembering this 3 or 4 years ago, they talked about maybe having private people be able to use it and that. We thought because of the sensitivity of the stuff that's gonna be on there going through the airwaves and then the fiber, they want no chance for it to have any kind of problems with it. So it's completely government and safety, and the whole focus of this is the safety, emphasis on safety.
Okay.
That's a very good question. I should bring that up more because of the fact that originally we discussed that a little bit to do that. Are there any new council members here on council that started this year, or a lot of people are reelected this year, I know. Either way, you need to go to public records training. It's a state law. I don't make that law, but it's a state law. And we do have it in our building on April 8th. Once again, a free thing. We have some refreshments provided by some of the same folks. And I'll leave a bunch of these here. Sign up for it. Now, what you can do is you can have, who's your fiscal officer here, or who's in? Hi, hello. You can designate her by resolution to take the class on your behalf, all of your behalf, all elected official. And that is required, you can do that under the law. But the state does say, and does recommend, that all the individuals should take it, because you should know public records, you should know public records, you're dealing with the public, all of you are. It wouldn't be bad if you haven't had it in several years, or if you've never had it, and you've always designated your wonderful fiscal officer here to do it. Take it every couple of years, you should take it, and especially if you're reelected, you need to either take it or assign somebody to take it for you. You're allowed to by law to do that, but like we said, we highly recommend you take it. If you come there and take it, you'll be certified by the state of Ohio. You have to sign up online. You can't do it through me. I have the address right here. And by signing up online, after you take the class, you'll be certified down in the state. You'll have a certificate. They'll print it out right there for you. And they give you, has anybody ever been to it before? Have you been to it? They give you a real nice sunshine law book. It's a pretty thick book. They update it every year. And so if you have a question about, hey, are we doing this right? You can just throw them through that book, and it's updated every year. That's worth the price of admission right there to get that book, I think. And what's the price of admission? Oh, it's free, so come on down. And the press aren't welcome in the press. You're from the press? You're from the press. I see you writing in. The press you should really encourage whoever covers your meetings to go to it, because it clears up any confusion on their part. Like, should you have this stuff for me now, or do I need it instantly? And all those questions that the press might have and put pressure on you or no pressure on you. They'll know what the rules and regulations are as well. So a lot of people from the media and the press do come to this and take the class. It's kind of a cool thing.
None at all, right? Yeah.
And like I said, a lot of people take it every 3 or 4 years at least. And I'll leave a bunch of these under here as well.
Okay.
That's all I have for you. And I'll hang around and listen to all the other stuff going on as well. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next we have Shane Thomas, that's running for Seneca County Commissioner.
Hello, I'm Shane Thomas, a Republican running for County Commissioner for the January 3rd term. I just wanted to stop by and tell you a little bit about myself. Grew up in Republic, so big city guy, and spent 20 years in banking, had a successful career there, left banking, went to business, worked out on 42 by the basics, so spent a number of years out there. Very successful business, divested myself of that in the fall, and aligned up perfectly for the opportunity to run for Fred Zoller's seat, who's not seeking re-election. And so we have a primary that's March 15th, and because of the presidential, and we'll probably know a little bit more here on Super Tuesday of how many people are going to be still on the ballot come come Ohio. But looking forward to getting out and meeting everyone and getting to all the township meetings. When I filed my petitions, one of the things I said was I was going to represent the entire county. And I got signatures from every township in Seneca County when I filed my petition. And since then, my campaign's been built on going door to door and meeting with the folks. I've done Bettsville, I've done Bloomville, I've done Old Fort, I've done Republic, Tiffin, Fostoria, and it's been a lot of fun. I've walked over 100 miles and knocked on over 2,000 doors at this point. So I literally wore the brakes out of my truck, stopping at people's houses, and so I had to commandeer my daughter's car tonight. So, so she's stranded at home. Any questions for me? I'm happy to take questions. If not,
Appreciate you coming tonight.
all right, I've got some bookmarks here.
Okay.
I'm talking about turning the page, inviting new energetic leadership into Seneca County. And I think that's a good theme. We're gonna make decisions that are good for today and good for tomorrow. I think we can do that. So I'll leave some bookmarks here, or I can pass them around for you guys. There's website and Facebook if you wanna find out some more.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay, thank you, Shannon.
Your daughter reported her car stolen, by the way.
Right.
Okay. Another special guest. Public comment?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
Name's Dan Frazier. Good enough? I was up here before, requested credit cards, statements from the bank. I was in, I went over them. It was missing the middle section of the things from the bank stating what was purchased and stuff. I didn't get that. And then, just got a question, why do we have so many credit cards? What's the purpose of it?
Every department has had one, and that way they can go out. They need something, we do it.
But we're such a small village, why have 6 credit cards? When we could give a credit card to her, and when you need something, you get over here, and you get the credit card, and sign it out.
Because she's not here all the time.
I disagree with that. I think that the 6 cards is fine. I don't have a problem.
Well, there's not too many of the villages around there give 6 credit cards
Well,
out.
first of all, the bank said they have to be in someone's name.
Yeah.
They can't just be a Village of Betsville credit card.
Right. It's like a PC.
The old mayor of Fostoria, how's their credit cards work?
We had a lot of credit cards.
I understand that. Was it,
He got up and moved away.
was the credit card, how was the
That was
credit?
part of the issue, because they had to have, you have to have your name on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was always kind of a weird thing, is you have to go through all the bills and look at them, but, that's their job as council and mayor, they should examine their bills and. But that's.
I don't see an issue with it, so I don't,
Well, anyway,
you know,
that's,
I mean,
that's
that's
the
your opinion,
question.
our opinion, I think it's okay.
And then we have, another thing here, I got a thing about Dave Clark. And John, did you go to school for the,
I graduated in '93.
no, for the class 1 operator's license or class 2 waste or anything like that?
No,
You never went to school for
I went to school for sewer.
All right. Did you pay for it or did the city pay for it?
The village paid for it.
Did you pass it?
I never took the exam.
So in other words, the village wasted money on you for the schooling, right?
No.
No.
Well then, what's the purpose of it then? If we pay Dave Clark a good sum of money every year to use his licenses through for the EPA, okay?
He does
Which
the work.
he should do.
He is the
No.
sewer wire guy.
But one
John
person
was-
can't do everything.
Yeah.
Well, you sure in the hell don't do much, but
Oh,
whatever.
Oh, come on now.
Come on.
say what you got to say, and this, you got
I am.
5 minutes.
I am.
You're
Well,
already
you
used
guys,
3.
you already, everybody's laughing about it. The
Yeah.
point of it is, there's a lot of wasted money here going out to the public. You know, this
How do you
taxpayers'
figure
money.
it's wasted?
Well, you know, we're using credit cards, and what I did get of it, somebody put on a tip of $10 on a credit card for meals. 15? So anyway, I mean, that's wasting money, that's taxpayers' money, which by law, I don't think you can do that. Pay for meals and stuff out of a credit card.
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
you
No, you
Not
can't.
just.
Yes, you
No,
can.
you can't.
No, you can't.
No, you
Yes,
can't.
you can.
And he knows it. We talked to him about it, and I also talked to you about the credit card statements from the bank on the phone.
I don't know if we talked about.
I told you I wanted it entirely.
No,
credit
wait,
card.
let me finish. I don't think we ever talked about meals. I think you called.
No, we did not talk about that.
I think you called in regards to whether or not you could get records,
Right,
credit card statements.
Right.
And yes, but not personal or confidential information on there, like account numbers and stuff like that,
Right.
obviously.
right.
And
But I did
I
talk to
think
you
they're
about,
already being
I did talk
provided.
to you about the credit card, that I wanted the credit card in its entirety. From page 1 clear to the end of it.
Well,
Not the middle part
And again,
missing.
again, you know, anything along those lines, anything you requested, I said you need to request through the village and the
I
fiscal
did, I
officer.
talked to, I stood back there when we was back here, and I
And
talked
so,
to,
but I'm not
Mr.
the one
Harris
who
and
holds
to-
the records.
well, anyway, I told
I
Mr.
think you
Harris
informed
that I
me that
needed
you
it.
were requesting him, I think,
Right,
right?
right.
Okay.
And that's what I told him I wanted. I did not get it. In fact, some of the other stuff I requested down through the thing, never got it entirely. Like, ordinances, statements for so-and-so. I don't have any of my paperwork with me, because it's up in Toledo to a third party. And I have to
My
go up to the
advice for
federal
you,
building and get it.
my advice for you is to make sure it's clear what you're requesting
Right, and I
at a time, because,
specified.
because if you go back and forth, then it becomes unclear. But so just make sure it's clear what you're requesting.
Right, and we discussed it with, I discussed
said
it with.
bank
And
statements.
also, I discussed it with Mr. Harris about, I wanted it in its time.
Miss Harrison, not Harris, but that's okay.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, okay,
So-
anyhow.
And then I got a question here too. Why do we need a petty cash fund if everybody's got credit cards? What's the purpose of that?
You have to make change for people paying their water and sewer payments in here.
That's what we got a lady that you come in here, she makes change all the time.
That's
That's
because of the cash.
That's not what this says. This is not what this says.
That's what it is.
Well, I'll get one, give it to the paper here, and let them go through it.
Okay,
That's fine.
okay.
Sure, I guess everyone did.
Well, you know, we gotta do something here. You guys, I feel that, it's my opinion, you guys are wasting a lot of money here.
How much money do you spend in our town?
I bet I spent more than you do.
More on your sewer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Okay, well, anyhow, anybody else got anything on the public
Yeah,
comment?
Hi, my name is Kim Frazier, and I would like to know the water and the sewer ordinance I asked for 2 months ago and get completed.
We do have, I got what Rick gave me that he had in town, I have them, and you can have them,
Okay, thank you, Gary.
okay?
Okay, also, you know, I've been attending here since August of 2015. I missed a couple meetings. But I see the sewer rate increased. Why wasn't it ever spoke at any meeting about an increase on the sewer? You know, most towns and villages, you know, give you months in advance, or a year in advance, that sewer or water is gonna increase.
Be careful.
It's just a
What,
question.
I mean, it's,
We're supposed
We're
to do
supposed to
3% a
re-
year.
3% every
We haven't
year.
done it every year.
and we
This is the first year.
used
that
off
it's
of some
right.
of it, and we didn't, and we just did it again.
Well, the reason why I'm asking this is because, you know, a lot of people are leaving the town. And soon, the water and sewer is gonna be almost like making a house payment. That's, you know, that's just something to think about.
Can I help answer the question?
Yes.
Okay. It was set on an automatic increase years ago, and the reason is when we took the loans out and had the sewers actually installed, they said, you've got to do this to keep up with it and understand that things fail over time, so you're not only paying on the loans, and as a matter of fact, we have something today that hopefully will help, but we had to have a certain amount to pay on the USDA loan in reserve just in case of default. That was a requirement of that loan. And these are very low interest loans, understand, so they actually save money. But they said in order to keep up with physical repairs and costs and everything else, you need to keep the increase in so that it's a small increase, because if you wait 5-10 years, all of a sudden there's a huge increase that nobody can handle. So the sewer itself is not permanent. It degrades, it falls apart. And so that's why there's an increase, and so
I
that's the
understand,
reason
but
why it
then
was
you're gonna
set.
have people leaving this town, moving away.
But I think it's happening in most of the villages that I represent.
Well, Fremont raised their rate, okay, they, were told like about a year in advance. And my daughter's sewer and water for 3 runs about $70. Okay, here in Bettsville, there's not as many people, but, your sewer's probably gonna, what I figure out, $11.90 or more, depending on your water usage. This is just something I'm kind of concerned about. And I was surprised to see that, on the Facebook site, hey, your sewer water's gonna increase, this month. And that's all there was to it. I'm thinking, what? It was never discussed.
That's because it's on that automatic increase set years ago for ordinance, when we were getting the loans and everything to put everything together.
Another thing, how much money, I know John had said before, is in the park fund? Like right now at this time?
It's in the, there's like, there's like 29 or 30
$29,000
right now.
How much in the park fund?
About $29,000.
Okay, in December, there was around 4,000, I think $800 or $900.
We do appropriations.
Appropriations, and most of the money goes back into it, so it's new fiscal year.
Like
At the
permits,
first year.
permits, things like that. Well, the reason why I'm asking is because at the one meeting, Gary said that, park, had no
We have
money.
no levies coming in, no money from our levies that we had coming in. They cut us off when Bettsville School up. This year was the first year. They did pay us last year, but they cut completely out our levies. We get no money, no more.
Yeah. Okay, another thing too, I'm wondering, like with Dave Clark, okay, his last, this is money that the town's losing, Last year, his 2015 W-2 was $38,000
So why do you think
for
he's
a
losing?
retired person.
Why do you think we're losing money? 'Cause
How is he retired?
No, he isn't retired.
I heard that he retired and
Well,
John
you
took his
didn't
job.
ask people then.
See,
You didn't ask
You
the
asked the
right
right
people then, you just
people,
heard.
Go by
He's not
what everybody says.
it is on the minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I can bring it in and show you.
He's not
In 20,
retired.
and then you took his position,
Of
sometime
the
in October.
administrator.
Right.
It never said he retired.
Okay, was he the village administrator?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So he retired.
No.
No, he's not village
Administrator
administrator.
anymore. He gave up that
He
position.
worked
gave
here
up that
full time.
But
What's he-
still,
he worked
why
a
are you
part-time-
not doing his job? That
What's he
would
do?
save this town $38,000.
No, it wouldn't, because I can't do everything myself.
It costs money to operate the sewer system. I mean, it doesn't run for free.
But that's $38,000
Well, that's what it
that would be
costs.
used
What do you
to
think-
keep the
what do you
park
think-
open.
So what? What's more important, the sewer system or the park?
No, time out, let's stop
You
right
cannot
there.
spend nothing, sewer is sewer, you cannot move that
Water and
money out.
sewer funds you cannot use on anything other than water and sewer.
Yeah, you cannot put it to the park or any other place,
No,
police
no,
department
no.
or anything.
That's what you just said.
Okay, then the extra 38,000 cannot be taken out to be used towards the
You
park.
have to pay
No.
for operation of the plant. I mean, you have to support that. That costs money to operate that facility out there.
It's illegal to take money from utilities accounts and put them into the general
You
fund.
gotta pay somebody to do that.
So what's he, what hours
But I
does he
still
work?
think John could do the job.
What?
He's one person, he can't.
He can't.
What?
You don't have a
You gotta have a
license.
If I can just.
We paid
Yeah,
him
go
to
ahead.
go to
And
school.
Wait, hold it.
It's actually easy. It's because Dave is actually licensed and the EPA requires a certain level of
I
license.
know that.
And that's why Dave's
And
doing
that's what John needs. He took the class but didn't take the exam.
it. And
So why did we pay them?
Because you have to have the EPA license.
Right, well, John didn't go take
Yeah,
the
So
John
test.
what
took
difference
the
does it
class.
make?
We're losing money.
$38,000.
John works for
You
the
still gotta,
town.
you still gotta pay somebody.
So does Dave, doesn't he? Doesn't he work for the
Yeah.
So,
town?
yeah.
Yeah, the water sewer, that's what Dave does, that's it.
Okay.
And John helps him with
So
stuff that
then-
has to be done with that.
So then Dave comes in every day and does the job?
Yep.
Yep,
Then you still, and hear what you're saying, what you guys aren't understanding is you still gotta maintain the streets, you still gotta plow the snow, you still gotta do all the other things. So one guy can't do that. So you gotta have a super, operational fund and cost for maintaining the sewer system. You gotta maintain the village, you gotta take care of the people's village, all the things that happen there. So one person cannot do all that stuff. It's unrealistic to have one person try to do all that.
yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
So so when we go into the
Okay,
plant.
wait, now, you're done talking, she's talking.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, you're done?
Thank you, Gary.
Okay.
Yes,
Thanks.
and council, thank you.
Anybody else?
Can I speak up again or not?
No.
Lance, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just wondering if anything could be done about the sidewalk. Cause when I get around on my hog ground, I gotta go out on Route 12, if it's so high, I can't, you know what I mean? Joyce knows,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's pretty dangerous for me,
Sorry.
you know?
We've discussed it at our last meeting.
Yeah,
so
we're going,
when in the
we're
spring,
at
when
that.
everything's all settled down, because where we took out trees and stuff, you know,
Right.
there's a lot of buckled
Right.
sidewalks and stuff, and we are gonna address the problem.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'll make sure you don't get run over land.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Thanks.
Can I say something?
Anybody else?
Can I speak or not?
You had your time.
Did I have my full time or just?
Yeah, actually, you're right over.
Well, I just wanna ask about if we're gonna fix this door for Lane. Be handicapped accessible.
The back door is handicap accessible,
Where's the back door at?
right in the back of the fire station.
Is it marked?
That's why there's a ramp there.
Well, yeah, because he's been, I'm just asking.
No, I didn't know where it was at.
No, that's fine. But yeah, there is a door you can come in. It just comes right in.
Okay.
Our sewer loans force us to be ADA compliant, that's why the bathrooms got redone, that's why there's a ramp in the back.
Code requires one entrance, one exit.
Well, I don't know. But I was just asking, because I didn't know you had one back there.
Okay, we're gonna keep going then. No other comments? Okay, reports from committee, finance, budget, audit, discussion.
Yeah, I just looked at the revenues he has, look like, 10 to 24%, depending on which, account number it is that we received so far, revenue. And appropriates, yes, it looks well. I don't see any issues right now, everything's good, so I think we're okay.
We're not too, police committee.
Okay, anybody got any questions for Scott? If not, Brandon evidently had something come up and he couldn't make it, so.
Hey,
You
okay,
guys
I got a call from Brandon, and he got called back in on duty in Fostoria, that's why I couldn't make it. He said the only thing that he had for you guys is he, has been conducting interviews, and he's going through all that stuff right now, so hopefully he'll have a report for you soon.
Okay, fire, Mike?
That's all.
Mike Snell.
The chief now.
Let's see, we got 6 calls for the month, so that makes 22 for the year. New set of jobs, obviously, like I said, last month is in service, in the truck already. So, already had training on it. 90% of the guys are trained on how to use it, so. finishing that up.
It was pretty close.
Yeah, actually Gary come out the night we did some training, and got to see exactly firsthand how, the big difference from the two, I mean, it's night and day.
Did you get to keep the old one? Or did you
Yes,
have to
yeah,
turn it
we're
back
gonna,
in?
we're gonna put the old ones on, we're hoping to put the old on the grass strip.
Oh, okay.
That way we got,
So we cut something up yet.
yeah, they're always, I mean, you never know when they're gonna get nice saps. I wanna thank the taxpayers for that in the village, for purchasing that for us. I got an extension for that burn gym park you guys have bought in Smithfield County, so I got that till, I think it's May or something. I got 5 firefighters, we attended a, fire investigation class in Smithfield County last month, so. Did that, thanks for John DeBruns, he put the, new light out front of the fire station for us. So you guys can kind of see a little bit better out there.
Let's see what we're having.
Yes, yep. I had 1 firefighter join the fire department for this month. I got a couple other applications out here and there. You guys that wanna join, people wanna join, so. And the last 3, you guys can look at them, we can talk about them however you guys want to later. I gotta talk to Rick about some of this stuff, but I just bring it to your attention, what you really want to do there.
Got extra copies.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you, is that a PDF file you sent me there?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I didn't know there's, like I said, they have a retention policy for records. I know John said something about there is one, but I didn't know what it was. We just kinda wanna get rid of some of our old records in the department. Didn't know how far we go back, or if we're gonna go through with that. But I see it's on the agenda. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we're talking about.
Yeah, so I just wait until.
Yeah, I think we just gotta get some way to get this stuff all scanned so people can get to it.
Yeah.
So we, you know.
But I
have
think,
those.
we're gonna do that like departmental, I mean,
I think
all
it's-
of us as a group, that's why, I mean, I guess,
Yeah.
we're all gonna be able to do it, right?
Yeah, I think so, that's.
Not just the village.
Right.
Right, I'll do my
I think we'll set up,
records and
a file and stuff for each respective department or something like that, and then, because we gotta talk about that structure and how we're gonna do
So I just
this.
need to figure out what we have to keep, and what we don't have to keep. I don't know what records we have. Is there
We
something
keep
else?
everything.
Yeah, I know, but I mean.
Except for post-its, but, until it goes through records retention and everything has to be labeled. And before anything could be disposed of, we'd have to go through the Ohio Historical Society. So, first you make sure you have all the records, boxes and all, and then everything has to be labeled appropriately.
Yeah,
and
I mean, we
then-
pretty much got that now, it's just a.
And then there are forms to fill out
Okay.
for, that we have to fill out and get approval from the state and the Ohio Historical
I'll just wait, I
Society.
guess, till.
And with that, I think we should make as part of our next Records Commission meeting too, which we're supposed to have twice a year with a member of the citizenry get involved as well. I don't know when that's.
It'd be nice to be part of that, I guess, so we get some of our,
Definitely.
some of our filing cabinets are getting full.
We could use another member on the committee.
But I think we
Definitely,
can,
you're
we
hired.
can probably take this, put that, as long as we mark it and
Yeah,
the box
it is
or whatever.
right now, I just didn't know
Yeah,
that.
so if we put bigger boxes, we could probably put it upstairs or something.
I think we just had one a couple of months.
Is there room up there?
I'd
I
have to ask
thought I
Angela.
put it above my office.
And how much room do we have up there for?
But, and part of it is they have to be kept in
We
safe
should
and
have enough
secure
once we get it
locations.
organized better.
Okay, so why don't we just do that, we just get, you know.
We're not talking a whole lot, just,
If you don't have a whole lot, I'd probably be just as good to put it up above.
it's not a whole lot, it's just that the filing cabinet that I use every day is getting full of
Yeah, yeah.
current records, you know.
Yeah. Okay, we'll work through it, we're trying to get that.
All right. And then, like I said, the email, we're gonna change, I guess we pay for our email, right?
Yes,
Is it for a whole year?
I'd have to look.
Okay.
He gave me the bill.
Just look at it, think about it.
Okay.
Let me know. I just, we've talked, and there's no reason to pay for an email account. So we're gonna look and changing that. But we'll keep it for the year, and we'll just have it transferred in our Google account. And that last one there, somebody can just fill me on that later.
Okay.
Is that it? Do you have anything else for me? Sorry.
No.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Pleasure.
Mike, for everything. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Oh, and you should probably give a plug for your,
Oh, yeah, you're.
firefighters reverse raffle this Saturday at
No,
Ozone.
not this Saturday.
Not this Saturday, next
Or
Saturday.
Next
Next
Saturday.
Saturday. What is it?
The
12.
12th.
Yep.
But, yeah, so, anybody need
Gave
any
you that one.
tickets, are $50 a piece, chance to win $1,000, so
Yes.
help fire department out, appreciate it.
Oh,
SHU. Okay, anybody got any questions from Mike? If not, or clean up, Joyce?
I didn't have anything this month.
Okay. John, water street sewer.
All right. Name's John Dabrowns. I've got a bunch of stuff for you today. Okay, first, I've got a bid to redo the panel at the lift station on 590. Total cost for that is $5,300. That's for the panel and for installation.
It's not bad.
And the way we wanna do it is, and it's kinda hard to describe, but the way they put the panel on right now, you have to stand on top of the wet well to work inside the panel. All we wanna do is, and everything inside of it is ate up from the hydrogen sulfide gas.
Right.
So we wanna flip it around on the unistrut, so you're not standing on top of the wet well. We wanna put a junction box on the ground, so all the connections are done and seal tight on the ground. So we don't have to get in the box to change a pump or a float or whatnot. But, I can't remember where Paul got that estimate from, but regardless, we got plenty of wastewater.
Well, I mean, that's a reasonable price for that.
So- And this one's set up a little bit different from the panel that we have out there now. Right now, there's no lead lag. So if one pump fails to come on, the other one does not. It just alternates from pump to pump each cycle, but if something fails, the high level light's supposed to come on, it's supposed to start buzzing, and none of that stuff works anymore.
What will alarm you once the alarm goes off? Is there any way to notify you personally, or?
Yes, that goes to well, not the one out there, but that will go to an auto dialer at the wastewater plant, and then it calls out from that.
Okay.
No, the one on 1166 doesn't have phone capability.
Yeah, but we might be able to Raspberry or something like that, do it that way instead of send it that way.
Yeah.
Hey, John, can I ask something? What to do with the water? I've noticed, like, running water, I've noticed a lot of bleach smell.
Chlorine.
Yeah, okay, I mean, is that what I'm smelling? I mean, from,
Yeah, chlorine.
okay, yeah, I smell.
That's how the water's treated.
Yeah, yes, I know it. I didn't know if it was just me, because he said he wouldn't, never smell it, but I can always smell it if I'm doing laundry or, cleaning.
Yeah.
Especially hot water.
Yeah. Yeah, after it's been in hot water tank quite a while, it's smelling hot water pretty stiff too.
No, it's not, it's just chlorine.
Right. While you guys are looking at that, go over something else real quick. Every 2 years, with the stuff going on in Flint, obviously you guys are hearing about lead. Every 2 years, we're required to do lead and copper samples. It's a little odd how the EPA has you do it. You drop off bottles at random houses in town. The EPA decides where you're taking them. It's not up to us. But then after that, it's in the hands of the homeowner to take the sample properly, which is a little odd. But regardless, we did have one in town that was sampled improperly. The level of lead in the content was much higher than allowable. We were notified within a week. We went back, took another sample, and then it was non-detectable, and then through talking with the person, we found out that it was sampled improperly. So, the EPA, we just now had a inspection for the water side, and they asked that we send this guy some more information, whatnot. So, I sent all the information that was provided by the EPA to this person certified me. So he got everything, and he already knew what was going on, because we gave him information about it anyhow. Information about lead in waters in the CCR report that gets sent out to everyone every year, so. We followed through with everything EPA has to say, so. There wasn't really a problem. Most people's, if you got an old faucet or whatnot in your house, it's got lead in it. So, he from somewhere, and once it was pulled from an actual faucet that's used in the house, there was nothing. So, that's all I got on that. I don't know if you wanna deal with this right now.
One thing it needs to get taken care of. Yeah,
Because
it needs to get fixed.
I got a lot more stuff. But I need a motion.
I'll make a motion to,
Money on
I'll make a motion to replace the control panel.
I need a second. I'll second.
I'm salary.
Scott?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
Stan?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Okay, we had another rain break on
I
Davis
saw that.
Street. That actually happened when we had the one down by the school. We just couldn't find it while it was getting into a storm drain and running right to the creek, so.
You know what? He knew what it was. We went down and we seen the water gurgle.
I'm sorry, where? Down here on David Street?
Or down by the school.
Oh,
I knew
yeah.
there was
Yeah.
some other break.
Yeah,
You could see it gurgling.
yeah.
Seneca Street, I had S&S excavating in, and they ground all the trees down along Seneca Street like they did on Sullivan. And I took the backhoe yesterday and, from them grinding and repaving, the ground was a lot higher than the asphalt, so I took the backhoe and ground that all off yesterday. So the water will run off into the woods over there again. I got a hold of Joe Warland last month. He said fish at your own risk signs were fine, which they were here before. So those will be going up out at the park. He said no matter what, you're always gonna have liability as long as there's water in a hole there, so. Scale, or the well house. The scale has quit working back there for our chlorine. So I called up Mike Kidston from Artesian Pioneer, who's the guy who put in all of our telemetry. And this is a quote for a scale and a new master meter back there. And they both have 4 to 20 milliamp setups on them, so we can tie them right into our existing telemetry. And this was big. The scale is a must. We have to do the
Yes.
scale.
Right.
EPA requires us to have that. But the master meter that's back there has been in for over 10 years, so it's about time to replace that regardless anyhow. And a 4-inch meter is about $3,500. So I got a quote for that stuff here. No, that's at the water plant. I know I'm hitting you with everything else.
Well, it needs to get- it needs to be
This
addressed.
is, this
Yeah.
is stuff that we've been putting off until we got to the new year, so. And the money is there in the water.
So he wasn't sure it was a load cell or whatever the scale, he wasn't sure, so we just, I think it's better just go ahead and change the whole thing, what do you think?
Well, the scale was a cheapie from Blue Book, USA Blue Book.
Yeah.
And the head unit, we must have taken a lightning strike or something, because it had blown everything, fuses and all sorts of stuff, which destroyed the head unit. We put a new head unit in, and then come to find out, you have to have those on a battery backup, and the head unit quit then, but I mean, we had the scale on there for quite a while before all that happened. But it's getting, I mean, the chlorine gas in there beats everything.
Yeah, it just needs to be addressed. Yep. Keep the water safe.
Regardless, we've gotta get a new scale, no matter what, whether we go with something that's tied into our telemetry, or if we just order another cheapie, we have to do the scale.
Tell them not to go into the telemetry.
So we're
It
talking
should be automated.
Yeah, so we're over $10,000, whatever, roughly.
Right.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, it's gotta be addressed, you can't let this stuff go, so we gotta, so we have to make a motion for this as well.
Yep.
I'll make the motion.
Yeah.
How much is it?
$53.50 for the meter and $45.80 for the scale.
didn't write them both down, I want the total.
Who made the motion?
I did.
I'll second.
Joyce?
Yeah.
Steve?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Steen?
Yes.
Okay, the one, another little piece of paper. I only got two more things. Okay, when it was really cold in January, we estimated bills, plus Carolyn was ill. And then come to find out, a property in town had a water leak that was quite severe, to the tune of almost $1,500, okay? The sewer, I can credit down to their normal usage, which is right around 10, 11,000 gallons, due to the fact that it did not go down the sewer. That's what we've always done in the past, when people fill their pools or whatever, right? We credit them the sewer amount. The water, on the other hand, is still $600 and some odd, and I'm not sure if this person is going to be able to cover that. I feel that we may be a little bit responsible for it, because we probably could have caught the leak in January had we read rather than estimated. But that's something that I gotta bring to you guys. I can't credit them anything on the water
Can we
because
just
it
like
did go
credit them
through.
with what they would normally use?
That is a motion that you guys have to do because the water went through the meter. I can't make that decision. That's why. Normally their bill's around $150, $160 a month, and it's $1,500. So, yeah, it was to the tune of about 170,000 gallons.
Did they find the source of leaks? Is that resolved?
It is fixed, yes.
Which street was that on?
It was right around the corner from the school, down King Street. So, that is all taken care of, but, yeah, I don't know what you guys want to do about that, but that's.
I just make a motion to whatever you wanna do.
To fix it so it would be like their normal bill instead of the,
Is this all on the up and up?
Yeah, you can move to have their water bill reduced to what their normal usage is because of the extenuating circumstances. So, and I guess if you're moving to, if there's a motion to amend their water bill downward from what they would have been charged
To a normal 10,
to
11,
the normal
$12,000.
$150 normal bill they have, you can do that.
If this would happen to somebody else, would they do that?
If it's that much, absolutely, I don't,
Okay.
I personally couldn't afford
I
that,
couldn't
so,
either, but I
you
just,
know,
you know.
that's the only reason I'm.
If it was
Right.
froze and broke, that's,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we gotta be fair about things, because, things happen, and these are, nope,
That's what
yeah,
I'm.
that's,
I
That's
think
right.
John's waiting for a motion.
yeah.
That what
Mom
you
made a
do?
I made the motion
To adjust.
to adjust their bills
Okay.
To their normal bill,
through their normal
150.
bill of what, 150 we said, or whatever their normal
Well,
bill
don't
was.
put, it's normally 10,000 gallons,
Okay.
and that's 148.08.
Yeah.
So
Can we just
the
put to normal
148.08.
usage?
you could
Yeah.
just put to normal usage.
To normal.
What, I think you need to be more specific than that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 148.08 is what their normal bill is, so.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
So that's gonna be the water in their sewer, John, or just the water?
That's water and sewer combined.
Oh, come on,
I'll second that motion.
148.08, you said, John?
Yes.
Who made the motion?
I did,
Good,
Stan seconded it.
Joyce?
yeah.
Stan?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Steve?
yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Okay, the only, one other thing I got is, so you guys understand why there was lunch on my credit card. It was my credit card, I'll tell you all right now. And I always do it the week or two before, the 4th of July, and usually the week or so after, because we've got 4, 5, 6 guys in here from Crossways, and I think it's ridiculous that Gary should have to pay for all them guys' lunches.
I agree.
So that is what that's from.
Yeah, 'cause I know for a fact that, like, I've spent almost $500 on their boys during the summer of my money.
Yeah.
No, nothing to do with the town. So, he offered to do that, and I said, yes, by all means.
And that's all I have, so does anybody have anything else for me?
I have a question, John. I don't know the residents' names, but, did you have a chance recently to turn the water on at 410 Union and 109 Franklin? Both of them texted or called me, I don't know where they got my number, but they said something about trying to get in touch with the office.
410 Union has never been shut off.
Okay,
That's Camus Fowler's.
okay. And 109 Franklin, I think, is that the
They
property that just?
they have been in contact with us, and no, that is not on yet.
Okay, but you have talked to them?
Yeah.
Okay. I told them.
We can't turn on a service until they've got a PO box set up and all the other, I mean, we've gotten where to send a bill to if they don't have a PO box set up yet. And they couldn't set a PO box up yet because they didn't actually even have a lease agreement on the property yet, because it was purchased to be leased, so, yeah.
But at least you're aware of them.
Yes.
I told them I mentioned.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Now, you got any estimate on next streets that's gonna be paved?
No.
We probably need to do
We'll have to go back down the list again and,
another survey to see that.
I don't even know if you can get ahold of anybody out there right now to get anybody to do an estimate.
April 1st.
Yeah. But no, I got a couple ideas, a couple that are horrible, out back to the dirt road, one of them is, but yes, that, there is some money put back in an account to do that. A couple of them,
That's fine.
so that's it.
Thank you.
Okay, park, we really have nothing to talk about at this time.
At least that portion.
Hopefully maybe next month we will.
Wilson. It's all.
And I guess
Yeah, it's.
we'll bring it up to, for people to think about and stuff like that, whether we wanna have a 4th of July out there. We have $29,000 or $30,000 in account, which would cover that, plus do like we did last year, maybe have swimming for that weekend and camping and all that good stuff. But that's gonna be up to, we want the people to
Say what you wanna do.
go on our Facebook or whatever, yeah, and let us know what you want.
Is it gonna be on the Village Betsville site?
Yeah, it'll be on the Village of Betsville site.
Okay,
And I keep it on our site.
okay. So there's no confusion.
Right.
Always a goal.
No, it shouldn't be. Zoning, Scott?
Yeah, it's still quiet, nobody's doing much of anything right now, so.
Okay. One thing I had under old business was, Scott, you and Stan on the scanning of the documents and stuff like that, did we find out any prices or anything, what was going on with that?
I have not,
Well,
not
I
yet.
mean, research I did, I mean, it's anywhere from, say, $1,000 to $2,500 for the scan software, and then the scanner's probably another, depending what quality you get. If you need to get something that's somewhat fast, that more automated, so that you can actually get stuff done, you know, versus a single copy, you know, so I think, again, that's probably.
Well, that's what would be nice, because
Yeah.
when somebody requests something, you can give it to them.
Well, I think
now.
the goal is probably, so what we need to do is figure out, we want to structure the file system. I mean, that's something probably Stan, I need to get more in depth in how we want to do that. And then also, we'll come up with some hard numbers. You know, I would just basically do some research on trying to figure out, you know, which way to go, because there's a lot of the ORC software out there. So I think it's just depending on, you know, we'll pick a brand and try to find somebody to help us structure it and get it set up and then put a system together. I mean, it's a big project. I mean, and we're probably gonna have to hire somebody to actually do the scanning and all that stuff as well. I mean, that's,
companies that do that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah, there's probably people we can do that, maybe help us structure, maybe that's what we go down that path with the right stuff, because, I mean, you gotta integrate into some kind of system that's gonna work, so you can access the stuff and then get it on the website, or, you know, so we can tie it all together so we can get to it. So it's not just scan the document, you have to figure out some way, you know, they can go to a link and then get to it and open up the file, kinda like the other cities and stuff are doing, so.
Straight to the back of the fire station.
Mike, will you show us where to go?
So I think that's kind of where we're at. Didn't get a chance maybe. Well,
I'll have more information next meeting, for sure. I talked to a few people, but haven't got any good feedback yet.
Okay.
It's pretty involved, I mean, I don't think it's not.
Well, I'm sure it is, but it's gonna be so much
Yeah, I
nicer.
think we gotta do it just to make it so it's easier for people getting documents and getting, you know, getting access to the information. And we don't have nothing to hide, so we just need to get it so they can get to it.
Mhm.
So it doesn't burden our staff anymore than we have to get to stuff, so that's the goal.
Does anybody have anything else to bring up under old business? Okay, we'll go into new business then. First one we'll do, is gonna be ordinance Thomas McDermott for our magistrate judge. 2016-06. Alright. I don't know.
Write it?
Okay, it's an ordinance rehiring Magistrate Thomas McDermott as magistrate for night court and establishing a rate of pay for $125 per session attended by the magistrate for the village of Bettsville and declaring an emergency. I have to read the rest of it.
No,
Pretty much.
That's the same rate he
Well,
has now.
Yeah,
Make a
yeah,
motion,
everything stayed the same for years.
make a motion to suspend the rules.
Okay?
Here, are you hiring a new magistrate?
No,
No.
same one we've always had.
Okay,
We have to do it every year.
okay, thank you.
I'll second.
Scott,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes,
Stan.
Yes.
Motion to declare an emergency.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Steve,
Yes,
Bill,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
Motion to adopt as
I'll
presented
make
by.
a motion.
Is that you, Scott?
Yes.
second.
Scott,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes,
Joyce,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
Okay, resolution number 2016-07, a resolution effective March 2nd, 2016, $1,000 per month for the USDA sewer bond debt service reserve account balance will remain in the sewer fund passed on an emergency basis.
I'll make a motion to suspend the rules.
I second it.
Joyce,
Yeah.
Scott,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Steve,
yes,
Stan.
Yes.
Motion to declare an emergency.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Scott,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes,
Joyce,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
Motion to adopt as presented by.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Bill got left out here.
She didn't see you, Paul.
Steve,
Yes,
Joyce,
Yeah.
Scott,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2016-04, an ordinance accepting the attached permanent appropriations for the fiscal year 2016 and declaring an emergency.
I don't have that.
Oh, what, yeah.
One, attached. Did you have the,
Scott has them.
Scott has them,
I have one.
the attached?
The permanent appropriations.
Oh, I'm sorry, hang on, I'll get
No,
one.
we don't have them.
I'm sorry, I apologize. Must be stuff here. Okay, I have the covered appropriations here ordinance, and then there's a couple changes here, I just wanna know so everybody's aware of it. Training service, we got a grant to the police department, so that's like a $140 one, that's gonna be committed to it. So then we're gonna, make modification in the, water operating fund of, $34,000, that's the increase from rehab well and update master meter replace scale, that we just talked about tonight. And then the last one, change would be, under sewer operating funds, under repairs and maintenance, for $23,000, increase to replace electrical panel on State Route 590 and coal building over street. So modification needs to it,
Okay.
so. make a
So
motion.
that's what we're making the permanent appropriations for, so, and we're declaring an emergency, so.
Make motion to suspend the rules.
I'll second.
Scott,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
Motion to declare an emergency.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Steve,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
Motion to adopt is presented by
I will.
Second.
Joyce,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
Is an ordinance establishing a policy for village petty cash, rescinding previous petty cash policies and declaring an emergency.
I'll make the motion to suspend the rules.
I'll second it.
Joyce,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
Motion to declare an emergency.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Gary, is there ordinance on that?
Yes, it's ordinance number 2016-05.
Could I have a copy of it, please?
You already do.
Not till.
Not till after they're approved, you got 30 days afterwards. It'll be at the library, but you can have a copy, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Steve,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
Motion to adopt is presented by
I'll second it.
Bill,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Stan.
Yes.
Safety grant. I got, John went over the records training.
Yep.
For the 8th. American Legion Easter egg hunt out to the park is gonna be March the 19th, 1 p.m. And it's ages, I say 0 to 9 years old, but I mean, of course, they gotta be born.
That always helps.
Yeah. Say one day or whatever they're like. And the rain date is March 16th, or March 26th, if need be.
About Liberty Township.
Yeah, that's the township.
No, we're not doing that
We're
one.
not doing that.
You're not doing the
I gotta talk
annexation?
to, huh?
You're not doing the annexation one for them?
No, not till, we talk to Tim and go over some things with them. Okay,
What, I'm sorry, what's the time on that Easter egg hunt?
it's 1 o'clock.
Thank you.
Mhm.
They usually do.
Okay, anybody got anything else to bring up under new?
Gary, do you wanna decide who's going to the public records training so they can get registered?
I'll go.
Yeah, you go?
I'll-
Okay. Joyce will go, I'm gonna go, Stan's gonna go. Steve, you gonna go over?
I'm sure I'll be working.
Okay.
I'll be in the end, so.
Bill, you know, okay. So at least three of us will be going here. Drink some of John's coffee. Okay, anybody else got anything else to bring up? If not, well,
The magistrate court report, Jerry.
Huh?
The magistrate court report needs to be approved.
Yeah, oh, yeah, we gotta.
It's a little one, but it's there.
Okay. Okay, we'll need a motion to approve the magistrate court report.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Joyce,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Jan.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't have anything else to bring up on our new business, where we'll go into executive session to discuss personnel.
Could I have a copy of that also,
Of what?
the magistrate court, what you have right there?
The.
Yes, as soon as we
Yeah,
can
as
make
soon
a
as they
copy.
get,
Okay,
as soon as they.
okay, thank you.
And an executive session also for possible lawsuit.
Okay. Okay.
I need a second to enter
I'll
executive
second it.
session.
Well, before we go into, John, is there anything else you, or you gonna take that back with you, right?
Correct, there's two more copies I need for you to sign. I do it in
Oh.
triplicate in case
Okay.
anything happens. I can get it from you in a minute here.
Got a green file and everything.
You need both those times? Yeah, memorandum?
Correct, and just, you can keep the top parts, all I need is that bottom page. So, just sign it.
Usually they say that.
Education.
About average, yep. It goes in phase.
And they just sent me one after I called them up and said, hey, is this your only copy? You keep it, you keep
But
it.
I will need either.
You keep it, and then we'll call tomorrow. Can I call you tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I'll be home by,
Before 11. What's the earliest I can call you?
I got babies at 7:30.
Oh, cool.
So.
I'll call you after that.
She's your trainer.
Yes, she is.